Apple's iPhone development process is always working a few steps ahead, with the company planning its future models years in advance. This long-term strategy means we often get a peek into upcoming features and changes well before any official announcements are made. If you're already thinking about skipping this year's iPhone, or just curious about what Apple has up its sleeve for the future, here's a sneak peek into the rumored features we can expect from the iPhone 17 lineup. It looks like Apple could be shifting back to aluminum as the main material for all the iPhone 17 models, including the Pro variants. This would be the first time since the company started distinguishing between its standard and Pro models that aluminum is used for both. In previous years, aluminum frames were reserved for the more affordable models like the iPhone SE and iPhone 16, while the Pro versions came with stainless steel or even titanium. This shift could mark a return to a more unified design approach across the entire iPhone range, making aluminum the go-to material once again. Apple made waves with its larger displays in the iPhone 16 Pro lineup, which bumped the sizes from 6.12 inches to 6.27 inches for the Pro model, and from 6.69 inches to 6.86 inches for the Pro Max. For 2025, the iPhone 17 series is expected to keep the momentum going with larger displays across the board. The standard iPhone 17 is expected to get a 6.27-inch display, and the iPhone 17 Air might feature entirely new display dimensions. These changes will likely offer better screen real estate and an even more immersive viewing experience. One feature that's expected to be standard across the iPhone 17 lineup is ProMotion. This display technology allows for a 120 Hz refresh rate, which means smoother scrolling, more fluid video playback, and an overall more responsive screen. The best part: ProMotion will enable the display to drop to a super low 1 Hz, making it possible to have an always-on display that shows you your lock screen with clock, widgets, and notifications, even when your phone is locked. This is a huge upgrade, especially for anyone who loves a quick glance at their phone without fully waking it up. In terms of performance, at least one model in the iPhone 17 lineup is expected to have 12 gigs of RAM, which is a significant jump from the current 6 gigs on the standard iPhones and 8 gigs on the Pro models. This increase in memory would allow for better multitasking, more fluid app performance, and improved support for Apple's ad-powered features. Whether all models will come with this upgrade is still up for debate, but the extra RAM would definitely make the iPhone 17 series feel more responsive and capable. The dynamic island could be getting a narrower redesign on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, thanks to the adoption of a metal lens for the Face ID system. This innovative technology is expected to make the camera and sensors smaller and more compact, allowing for a sleeker and more refined look. If true, this would be the first significant change to the dynamic island since it debuted in 2022. For the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple is reportedly planning to include an upgraded 48-megapixel telephoto lens, which would be optimized for Apple's Vision Pro headset. This would make the Pro Max the first iPhone to feature a rear camera system entirely made up of 48-megapixel lenses, allowing for stunning detail in your photos, even in zoomed-in shots. This would also make the Pro Max an essential tool for anyone interested in mobile photography or content creation. The iPhone 17 series is set to feature an upgraded 24-megapixel front-facing camera, up from the 12-megapixel camera on the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15. This increase in resolution, combined with a new 6-element lens, means clearer, more detailed selfies. Whether you're taking a quick selfie or making a video call, your photos will maintain their sharpness, even when cropped or zoomed in. If you're already planning to upgrade or just curious about what's next, it's clear that the iPhone 17 series is shaping up to be an exciting and innovative release. Now for those excited about the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, we're diving into the full specs, design, and expected pricing to help you decide if it's worth the wait. Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any updates. First up, the iPhone 17. It features a 6.1-inch Super Retina OLED display, and for the first time ever, Apple is upgrading it to a 120 Hz LTPO display. It comes with a resolution of 1179 by 2556, protected by the next-gen ceramic shield, and delivers a peak brightness of around 3000 nits. We also get an improved Face ID sensor, which may allow Apple to shrink the size of the dynamic island. The selfie camera is upgraded to a 24-megapixel shooter, while the rear houses a dual-camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens. Powering the device is the A19 chipset, paired with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage. A 3600 mAh battery supports 35 watts fast charging. Connectivity features include 5G Advanced, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and NFC. The iPhone 17 will ship with iOS 19 and is expected to start at $850, launching in mid-September 2025. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 17 Plus. The iPhone 17 Plus upgrades to a 6.7-inch Super Retina OLED display with the same 120Hz LTPO technology. It offers a resolution of 1290 by 2796, is protected by the next-gen ceramic shield, and has a peak brightness of 3000 nits. Like the standard model, it features an improved Face ID sensor, a 24-megapixel selfie camera, and a dual rear camera system with a 48-megapixel primary and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens. It's powered by the A19 chipset, 8 gigs of RAM, and up to 1 terabyte of storage. A larger 4700 mAh battery supports 35 watts fast charging. Connectivity remains the same, and it will also ship with iOS 19. The expected starting price is $950, with a mid-September launch. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 17 Pro. The iPhone 17 Pro sports a 6.3-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display with a resolution of 1206 by 2622. Protected by the next-gen ceramic shield, it also boasts a peak brightness of 3000 nits. A major change here is the under-display Face ID sensor, meaning the dynamic island could be gone. Instead, Apple may go for a centered punch-hole camera, which is a 24-megapixel selfie shooter. On the back, we get a triple camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, a 48-megapixel periscope lens, and a LiDAR scanner. The device is powered by the 2nm A19 Pro chipset, comes with 12 gigs of RAM, and offers up to 1 terabyte of storage. A 3600 mAh battery supports 50 watts fast charging, and it includes 5G Advanced, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and NFC. Pricing is expected to start at $1,050, with a mid-September launch. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Finally, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It boasts a massive 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display with a resolution of 1320 by 2868. It's protected by the next-gen ceramic shield and supports a peak brightness of 3000 nits. Like the Pro model, the Pro Max may feature an under-display Face ID sensor, eliminating the dynamic island in favor of a punch-hole selfie camera, which is upgraded to 24-megapixel. The rear camera system consists of a 48-megapixel primary, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, a 48-megapixel periscope lens, and a LiDAR scanner. Under the hood, the 2nm A19 Pro chipset is paired with 12 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage. Powering the device is a 4700 mAh battery with 35 watts fast charging. It includes 5G Advanced, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and NFC. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to start at $1,250, launching in mid-September. Overall, the iPhone 17 series brings significant upgrades in hardware and subtle design refinements. However, given the similarities to previous models, those with an iPhone 16 may not feel the need to upgrade. But for anyone with an older device or looking to switch to an iPhone for the first time, this could be a fantastic option. With the launch still months away, more leaks are sure to surface, and we'll keep you updated as they come in. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. See you for the next time. Peace out.